Hello, family members. Hope you're having a great day today. I want to talk to you today about radical kindness. I want to talk to you about the most punk rock thing I can think to do right now, and that is to be supportive and loving to those on the margins, the people in our communities, anyone who's vulnerable. Like, I feel like this is the time to focus on them and their needs and being kind to anyone we get the opportunity to be kind to. I don't think that, a lot of people are going to want to be like capitulatory and be like, why can't we all get along? And that's not what I'm saying at all. What I'm saying is, when you get the opportunity, when you have the choice between cruelty and kindness, pick kindness. You know, there was a time when it was an insult to be called an asshole, And here we are. I think that there's a lot of people who almost take that as like a badge of honor. Like, I'm a big, strong man. I'm a big, strong woman. I'm a big, strong whatever. And I can be as cruel as I want to be. And you know what? I reject that. Like, I am not going to address this conflict on their terms. In fact, conflict is even the wrong word, because that's what they want to turn, that's what people who would like to distract, who would like to manipulate us would love for us to simplify things to that level and to speak on things in terms of battle and war and fights, and it's not that. It's a conversation, it's a discussion. Politics is society, society is politics. It's just how we figure out how we want our world to be, what we want to do with our time and our energy and our resources, And what I want to do with my time and my energy and my resources is not fight with somebody. You want to have a debate, okay, have the debate with somebody who is as disingenuous as you are. I'm going to be over here doing what I think is best for the people that I care about the most, and the vulnerable people in my community that I have the ability to raise up to my whatever level I can. Like, I just want to make sure that I do what I can in a loving way. And that's that. It doesn't, the world is so complicated. Everything is so nuanced, and there's so many ways to look at any particular topic, and hashing out how we as a society want to address any particular topic should be an ongoing discussion, in my view. Like, for example, you had a sort of a turning point in the late 2000s, early 2010s, where public opinion shifted on marriage equality, and it became broadly popular, where it had been broadly opposed previously. And so what people would do is they would criticize politicians who had changed their, stance on that as public opinion changed. But my thing is, like, to a certain extent, shouldn't we allow for that? If what the public wants, or even if a person's personal opinion has changed because they've learned more and they've grown, we need to accept that, you know? We need to give room instead of like digging into this is my position, that is my position. You know, there's nothing in the world that is always good and nothing in the world that is always bad. I'm sorry, there's just not, you know? I mean, there's everything, there's nuance to it. And the way that I feel like I can try to bring some attention to that nuance is by not playing by the rules that, you know, I would say, you know, a lot of the corporate media would like us to follow by. A lot of the right wingers and the right wing politicians and the billionaires that fund all this, you know, that's kind of what they want, is for us to get distracted by petty squabbles or find the petty squabbles so vile that we just check out entirely. And no, I'm not going to do that. There are more options than constant debate or checking out entirely. And I want to find that path for myself and maybe help other people find their path that's different than those two options, because I think we're, most of us, pretty sick of only feeling like we have two choices in this country. And that's not freedom, you know? In a free country, there should be no taboo subjects that we can't work towards. There should be no imposition of moral values on other people beyond, you know, the very general life, liberty, and pursuit of happiness. Like, I feel that it is very important to be educated. I feel that, you know, a person who avoids knowledge is, you know, selling themselves short. But that's because that's what feels right and natural to me. And I can't impose that view on everyone else. I know that curiosity isn't something that's intrinsic to all people. Intellectual curiosity isn't something that's intrinsic to all people. And so we have to find a way to reach out to the people who have been shunted to the side and made to believe that their voices don't matter. And so they just don't engage. They don't understand that they are involved in politics by their apathy and their inaction. They just don't see that, you know? And we have to find a way to reach out to them and bring them into the conversation. The political conversation is so exclusionary right now. So many people are you know, excluded from the conversation just because they are tired. They don't have the time or the energy or the compunction, something, you know, they got so much else going on in their lives, and they don't feel like they have any power in this country, and they don't, and I think that's part of why things like the Tea Party movement and the MAGA movement kind of resonated with certain part of the populace, because it made them feel like they had some power. And, you know, it's nice to feel like you have power. It's nice to feel like you can do something. And it's awful feeling like you can't. And that's one thing I've had to learn through, you know, becoming disabled and, you know, not being able to physically do much, is I had to figure out, you know, what it means for me to still put my voice out there, to still be part of the conversation. And, this is part of it for me, is taking the time to speak out my truths and share them online, and occasionally include a little bit of, you know, gratuitous kitty cuddles. Right, Shakespeare Bear? He does enjoy that. But, the people in your life that need you right now, make sure that you're reaching out. Make sure that, you're taking the time to find out what sort of organizations there are in your communities that you could work with. Give your time, your energy, even sometimes just sharing things on social media that can help. It's a native advertising, right? Or, free advertising, basically. Hey, Spicy, what are you spicing? What are you spicing? I'm sorry, he's too cute. I love him. Oh, he's spicy. You gonna let go? You can keep spicing. Oh. Sorry for the little interlude there, but could you blame me? He's adorable. And, when you get the chance, be kind. When you see a post where there's a bunch of people being jerks, take a moment and leave a nice comment. Don't engage with the jerks. That just gives them more visibility. But, if you see something online that you like, share it, comment, be positive. That helps a lot, Sometimes something as simple as a like on a picture can make a person feel better, Like, you have a lot of power. And if you use that power in a kind way, you will be surprised at the effect that you can have. And I don't think there's anything more countercultural that you can do, right now, than decide that you reject despair, and you reject powerlessness, and you reject bitterness, and you're just going to be kind and angry when you need to be, because that's part of kindness. It is kind to fight for those who cannot fight for themselves. It is kind to stand up for yourself and the people that you love and the people in your community. I don't want to focus my life on people I don't think have any good intentions for basically anyone but themselves. I have to keep an eye on what is being done so I know how to push back. But I don't want to live my life on their terms as just constant battle. That's just not the life I want to live. And I think we all deserve better than that. And that's what I had for you this week. This week, for today anyway. I don't know when the heck I'll talk to you again. The inconsistency is my consistency. But I will show you the visiting dog we have, BB. Oh yes, it is BB. She's snoozing. And Casey also. Well, no, he's not snoozing. Anyway, hope you have a wonderful day. Take care of yourself. Be kind, and bye.